From their passionate start to the difficulties of integrating their families, let's discuss the most recent rumors surrounding one of Hollywood's most famous and dysfunctional couples, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, in light of the circling split rumors. Their love tale is akin to a Hollywood production, featuring intense passion, breakups, reunions, and now, it appears, significant turbulence. It's difficult to ignore the questions about what's actually going on behind the scenes, especially in light of recent reports that their marriage may be in trouble. Did their fantasy romance fade away as soon as it bloomed again? Or are we simply seeing another hiccup in the life of these two individuals who have always been in the public eye? To start off, let's go back to the beginning of it all before we dive into the current drama. The world was enthralled with the budding romance between Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck in the early 2000s. They first crossed paths in 2001 while working on the set of Jiggly, a movie that may not have done well at the box office, but gave rise to one of the most talked about partnerships in Hollywood history. They had become inseparable by 2002, and Ben proposed to her with a pink diamond ring that garnered international attention. After being dubbed Bennifer by the media, they appeared on red carpets, in music videos, and on tabloid covers all of a sudden. However, great scrutiny accompanied that degree of notoriety. The pressure eventually got to be too much for them as the paparazzi followed them around at all times. Days before their wedding in 2004, they announced their nuptials, seemingly bringing the fairy tale to an end. However, as everyone is aware, their tale was far from ended. In 2021, after spending almost 2 decades apart, Jennifer and Ben resumed their romantic relationship. They appeared more mature, astute, and prepared to face the world as a team this time. However, despite all of that experience, it appears that they may be about to face the greatest obstacle to their love yet. Let's talk about the real issue now, which is the breakup rumors that are causing a lot of talk. Jennifer and Ben paid an impressive $6.8 million for a gorgeous Beverly Hills home in May 2023. Their ideal house where they could settle down and unite their families was supposed to be this one. However, a few months later, rumors circulated that the house had been discreetly relisted for sale. Alarms went off at this abrupt change of heart. Why would they sell their ideal house so soon after purchasing it? It goes without saying that rumors of marital problems exist. Insiders have speculated that Ben may be reconsidering his decision to get back together with Jennifer. After all, in order to get back together with Jello, he left behind a stable but complicated relationship with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. Ben and Jennifer Garner have a solid co-parenting relationship and share 3 children together. Is it possible that Ben is yearning for the security that comes with living with Garner? Or is it possible that the stresses of living in the limelight with Jennifer Lopez are beginning to wear thin? There have been rumors that Ben is having trouble adjusting to the continuous attention from the media that comes with being married to one of the world's most famous people. Ben has never been more public than Jennifer, who seems to enjoy the limelight. Their divergent approaches to fame may be the source of discord in their marriage. And then there's the matter of their disparate ways of living. Jennifer has an unyielding schedule that encompasses fashion, and other activities. She is a workaholic who is constantly on the go. Ben, however, has been concentrating more on his family and getting well after his previous drug problems, and might these distinctions be causing a rift between them? What about the speculation that Ben is second-guessing his choice to break up with Jennifer Garner? Their breakup was clearly difficult for him, and he has publicly expressed his regret at the way things ended. Is it possible that Ben is only now realizing that the grass isn't always greener on the other side? The public image of Jennifer, it appeared that things had been difficult for some time, and may be connected to JLO's public persona. Jennifer has developed a strong, self-assured, and approachable persona over the years as the foundation of her brand. She has always presented herself as someone who hasn't forgotten her Bronx origins and is proud of them. However, there has been talk recently that Jennifer may be straying from that image. Rumors have begun to spread regarding her diva-like actions, including her purported refusal to engage with people in public and her insistence on always being treated like a celebrity. While it's true that celebrities occasionally have bad days, some fans are starting to wonder if Jennifer is really as grounded as she seems to be in light of these anecdotes. Her frequent allusions to her Bronx upbringing have also drawn criticism from some who believe she is less connected to her heritage than she appears. For every celebrity, striking a balance between living a life of luxury and prominence and preserving that relatable image is a delicate procedure. Furthermore, these recent reports might be harmful to Jennifer, who has always been extremely aware of her public persona. However, what impact does this have on her relationship with Ben? There may be conflict between them as a result of Jennifer's attention to preserving her public persona. According to some reports, Ben, who has always been more reserved, may be experiencing stress from being in the spotlight, particularly with regard to the ongoing pressure to maintain a flawless appearance. Another possibility is that Jennifer's unwavering work ethic is the source of conflict. She has a reputation for being a workaholic who is always pushing herself to do more. Although her success can be attributed in part to her drive, it may also be straining her marriage. And it's not easy to juggle a high-profile relationship and career, and she might be feeling the strain of both relationships getting to her. Given that, we can only conclude that their relationship was agitated by these issues and controversies. You may have noticed that Jennifer and Ben haven't been spotted together in public since March 30th, if you've been watching the news. This has given rise to a great deal of conjecture regarding their marital status. Jennifer attended the Met Gala alone, one of the most important events on the fashion and celebrity calendar, recently. Ben's official explanation of having work obligations didn't sit well with supporters. It didn't help that Jennifer liked an Instagram post about how hard it is to get into a relationship with someone who doesn't know who they are. Was this a coded statement regarding her personal relationship difficulties? You can't help but wonder, although social media likes may not seem significant, they can have a significant impact on someone with Jennifer's level of visibility. And then there's the widely shared video of Ben appearing obviously anxious while out for coffee in Los Angeles. He can be seen in the video assisting Jennifer into the passenger seat of their vehicle before forcefully closing the door. His miserable look was evident from the expression on his face. We have previously observed indications of tension between them. Do you recall their acrimonious dispute in Beverly Hills that was captured on camera? Ben pointed straight at Jennifer, who looked away, obviously distressed. These kinds of incidents leave you wondering what's actually going on behind closed doors. Are these merely standard marital arguments, or is there a more serious issue at hand? Not to mention the incident at the Grammy Awards the previous year where Jennifer appeared to lash out at Ben in a heated exchange. They later played it down, but the pattern of increasing public unease is difficult to miss. Sources close to the couple claim that these problems are not brand new. Actually, they began a few months ago when Jennifer increased her workload in order to get ready for her tour. Jen is very focused on work. An insider said, most of the time, they are on entirely different pages. Their divergent priorities may be causing a rift to develop between them. Ben had even reportedly moved out of the home where he and Jennifer had shared an apartment. According to TMZ, if verified, this would be a significant change and an obvious indication that their marriage is having problems. What, though, is the source of this tension? Some people think it's the ongoing pressure of being in the spotlight. Ben, who has always exhibited more reserve, may find it difficult to cope with the scrutiny. Furthermore, it might be challenging for Jennifer to handle the fissures in their relationship because she is accustomed to being in charge of her image. Ben's annoyances. Let's discuss Ben Affleck's viewpoint on all of this in more detail. Ben has never had a strong desire for attention. In fact, one of the main reasons for their breakup during their initial engagement in the early 2000s was the intense media attention. Their relationship suffered at the time as a result of Ben's struggles with the demands of fame. It appears as though history is repeating itself in the present day. According to reports, Ben is annoyed that his relationship with Jennifer is so visible to the public. Ben has never been more public than Jennifer, who seems to enjoy the limelight. He is the kind of man who would rather live a quiet life away from the spotlight. However, since he is married to Jennifer Lopez, he cannot afford the luxury of privacy. Paparazzi follow them everywhere they go, and the public closely examines every facet of their relationship. This onslaught of attention can be too much for someone like Ben, who has been transparent about his battles with addiction and mental health. Recent footage makes it very evident that Ben is not content. It is evident that the pressures of being in a high-profile relationship are getting to him, whether it is from the tense moments captured on camera or the widely shared video of him looking miserable during a coffee run. Then there's the matter of their disparate ways of living. Jennifer's a workaholic who is always balancing a number of projects, including fashion, movies, and business endeavors. Ben, however, has been concentrating more on his recuperation and family. Tension between them might be brought on by these differences. Some reports state that Ben feels overburdened by Jennifer's demanding schedule. Their marriage is suffering as a result of his inability to meet the demands of her profession. Ben might also feel that Jennifer's success has eclipsed him. Even though he has a successful career of his own, Jennifer is a worldwide celebrity, and fame like that can be difficult to handle, particularly for someone who would rather be quiet. The matter of their public perception also exists. Relationship tension may arise because of Jennifer's history of fierce brand protection. Ben might feel like he's being watched all the time, not just by the general public, but also by Jennifer. It's evident that Ben is finding it difficult to handle this challenging circumstance. Following their reunion in 2021, fans had been enthralled with Jennifer and Ben's rekindled relationship, which came to an official end with their August 20th, 2024 divorce filing. The divorce papers, which were submitted to the Los Angeles County Superior Court, showed that Lopez initiated the dissolution of their 2-year marriage on her own initiative without the assistance of a lawyer. This is an uncommon choice to file pros because celebrities typically hire attorneys for cases this public. Experts, however, contend that Lopez's strategy shows her resolve to act quickly and seize command of the circumstance. The date of their separation was stated in the divorce filing as April 26, 2024, and no prenuptial agreement was mentioned. Both Lopez and Affleck must reveal all of their financial information, including their income, out-of-pocket expenses, assets, and debts. Lopez has 60 days to comply. Affleck has 60 more days to follow suit after she finishes this. Penalties from the court may ensue if either misses these deadlines. It's interesting that Lopez decided to end the chapter by filing for divorce on the anniversary of their wedding. Lopez was reportedly disappointed and sad, according to people close to the couple, especially since Affleck had shown little desire to work on their marriage. Even though they were last seen together in mid-August to celebrate Affleck's 52nd birthday, it appeared that their relationship was beyond repair. Both have underlined that their kids continue to be their first priority as the legal proceedings proceed. Lopez's continued presence with Affleck's kids from his first marriage to Jennifer Garner shows that the two of them are dedicated to maintaining ties within their blended family. Lopez, who has previously been married to Johnny Noah, Chris Judd, and Mark Anthony, is going through his 4th divorce. This is Affleck's 2nd divorce following his 2015 breakup with Jennifer Garner. According to insiders, Jennifer Garner is growing more and more irritated with Jennifer Lopez's handling of the fallout from her turbulent marriage to Ben Affleck, particularly with regard to the children. Even after their divorce, Garner's 3 children with Affleck have remained her top priority. When Lopez returned to Ben's life, she made a concerted effort to integrate herself into the household and establish a rapport with Garner's kids. She made sure they were part of the family by including them in many of her public outings with Ben, creating the illusion that they were a single happy unit. But as strain in Lopez and Affleck's marriage increased, Lopez allegedly began to pull away from the kids. The children were left perplexed and possibly even feeling abandoned as what had once seemed like a loving relationship started to unravel. It is reported that Garner, who is renowned for her unwavering devotion to her kids, is extremely distressed by this abrupt alteration. She initially approved of Lopez's involvement, thinking that her children would benefit children growing up in a stable mixed family. Garner now believes, though, that Lopez's retreat has harmed her kids, who had come to love and rely on their stepmother. Garner, who has always made an effort to shield her kids from the spotlight of her and Ben's private lives, is now left to console them and explain Lopez's retreat. Insiders claim that Garner is deeply worried about the emotional toll Lopez's actions will take on her children in addition to being irritated by them. Having always protected her kids from the harsh realities of celebrity, Garner now has to assist her kids in navigating yet another challenging family circumstance. The already complex relationship between Garner and Lopez has become even more strained as a result of the entire situation. Garner, who felt Lopez had betrayed her by acting more to protect her own reputation than to look out for the children's best interests, had attempted to keep things calm for the benefit of the children. The long-simmering tension between the two women becomes more apparent when Garner intervenes to support her children following Lopez's retreat. Although Jallo and Ben's relationship used to seem like something out of a fairy tale, it appears that things have been much more complicated in real life. What will happen to these two next? It appears that the happily ever after reunion of Bennifer 2.0 is over as they both proceed with their divorce. Many are left to wonder if this truly is the couple's last chapter in their story or if there will be more. It doesn't seem likely that they will try their relationship again after filing for divorce, though. And even though they made an effort to resolve their differences, the stress of being in the spotlight and their divergent priorities finally led to the breakdown of their relationship.